I am excited. It's been a while since like this project that is called the History Rocks was, let's say, invented and started. And now it's exciting to see that it's playing out. I mean, it's like the culmination of the whole thing. And it's also at the time when we are sort of, for the band, saying goodbye for now, for the time period of the First World War, which we have been covering with 2 albums and a couple of other tracks. And for a few years we have been in this time period. And in 2 weeks from now on, when the History Rocks project ends, we are kind of closing this history part of Sabaton. And looking forward to go somewhere else.
About History Rocks, because I find it very interesting. We're here in the museum and you're showing a movie, and it's kind of about the education of a new generation of history fans in a sense, and then combined with music. This idea of History Rocks and kind of the educational element that the band has, when did that become apparent to you?
So when we started to write the songs about history 2 decades ago, we never thought about that. We just thought that we want to write about something that was more interesting than something we made up or are about our own lives. Or we couldn't come up with something that felt more interesting for us to do. So we just did it for our own ego, so to say. And then as time goes, and passing, and we make more and more records with it, we get feedback from people like, you helped me, I learned something from you, and we're like, okay, that's great. It was never our intention, but okay. And as band grows, we also get more resources to do various things around the songs. So it's a natural, I would say, evolution. Like, first and foremost, we are a rock band who writes songs, and we do everything we can to write the best song we can possibly do, and then we go and play it live. But there is some downtime in between. Like, we can't always release a new song every day, and we can't always play every day. So there's downtimes. And then, when we have sort of used all the possible means of let's say, marketing or promoted a song in the metal way, in the rock world like that, then we realized that we have, the song can get a secondary life by exploring and the more historical part of it. And this we did in the beginning by maybe some adding some elements to a video or something like that, but now, as the resources grow with the band, we are able to do more extensive work with this. Leading to the Sabaton History channel, which is our YouTube channel, where we have produced more than 120 documentary films now. And that's one thing, and we have also all the historical articles on our website. And we produce these what we call Sabaton animated story movies, which is basically an animation of a music video with some extended background information. Sure. And we saw that they were pretty popular and a different way for a lot of fans to understand the story behind it. And we do them with an animation studio called Yarnhub. And I think when we were working on the latest album, this is the time of the world being locked down in Corona and stuff, and I approached them and say, hey, can we do a full-length movie? And they say, yeah, if you have a lot of time. And I said, I think we actually do, because we're not going to go on tour for a while. So, and then we started to build it at the same time, kind of as we were writing the songs for the album. So once the song was ready, we started to work on how we incorporate it into the story and how we do the visuals for it. So it was kind of grown at the same time as the record.
Okay.
And then after the album was done, we fine-tuned it a couple of more times, and until what it is today.
In terms of kind of the touring aspect and not only with the band but with this film and kind of the exposure of it, what do you hope it gets done in a sense?
Okay, so I mean the main purpose of this, why we do it in museums, is of course that we have a lot of fans, and there's a lot of museums, and as we think that history is, well, it should be preserved, and we've been to a lot of museums, and no matter where the museum is, they all kind of have the same problems, that they need new audience and money and exposure. And so we have a lot of fans, and by sort of forcing our fans to go to support their local museum, it's our little way of contributing to the museums to give them a new audience.